Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Kingsbury. Welcome back. This is another segment of online arbitrage. This is where I go online. I find an item I want to purchase and resell online. This time I'm doing a junk drawer lot. Purchased a junk drawer lot. This one came from Oklahoma, I believe, and I got it out here. Just pulled it out of the box. Let me give you guys a look. Here's a look at it. It came from Claremore, Oklahoma. Let me show you the original listing. Here's a look at that original listing. As you can see, it's just an array of a little bit of everything in this one. Let me see what we paid for this. Looks like we won this this listing for $23.87. It was $12.99 plus shipping, so $23.87 total. Let's take a look at the rest of those photos so you can get a better idea of what I was looking at. So here's the main photo that you saw. As you can see, there's a couple knives in there. As we go through these photos, you can kind of see a little bit better of what caught my eye. There's some foreign currency, and there's a little tractor, a little die-cast tractor, might be vintage. A couple wooden nickels in there. There's a little measuring tape. I've heard some of those vintage measuring tapes are worth a decent amount of money. A lighter, there's some military buttons, a couple pins, a little hard rock pin, looks like a couple tie tacks, and a watch without the band. There you see that other knife, that's the bigger knife. You'll see all of this as I open the box, but a couple vintage pins that I like, Ike pins, those are pretty cool. There's a look at that knife, kind of has the scissors on it, kind of that Swiss Army style almost. Looks like there's a little bracelet there. So some jewelry, an array of stamps. I'm not sure if those really have any value, but they threw those in. There are those military buttons, a nice little batch of them. Those might have some value. There's that Stanley. It's a Stanley a tape measure. So that lighter is a Zippo. So that's for $12.99. We got all this stuff. There we're back to the original photo. So let's get into it. So like I said, I paid $12.99, won this at $23 ship total. 23 was shipping and everything. They put it in this nice little box, so we can reuse this little eBay box. That'll be a nice little box to reuse. But let's put all this out here. I think I'm gonna get rid of this bubble wrap because it makes a little too much noise, and we'll put it all out here on the table and we'll go through it one at a time. That one almost got away. So we got that all out on the table, then this little 8-ball almost rolled away, so I had to grab him real quick. It's pretty cool, little 8-ball. So on a unit like this where you pay $12.99 or $23.78 total, you're just looking for a couple of items that will pay for the unit, and then everything on top of that is pure profit. And in terms of this, I saw that in the listing where a couple knives would definitely pay for it. So let's start with those first of all. So here they are, a couple knives. These aren't really as nice as I thought they might be, but these are probably more like $5 knives. But I was hoping they would probably be a little nicer, but maybe $5. This one might be worth $10. Probably a $5 knife and a $10 knife. So we got $15 right there, just right off the jump. But let's see what else we got. Obviously, a unit like this, I'm not going to bother listing everything. The stuff that is low value, I'm probably just going to put into another junk drawer lot that I relist myself. But I want to find at least enough items to get into that profit, just based off a few quick listings. So we have those knives we could do. I also like this little Stanley measuring tape. This would probably be like a little $10 measuring tape. List that for $10. Some people do collect those. That looks to be an older one. Maybe we could actually list it as vintage. So looking at this contents, I'm not really as happy as I would hope to have been for this unit, but there are a few more items probably worth listing. This Zippo lighter is probably worth listing. People do collect Zippos, just a basic Zippo. This one, even if it doesn't work, we could list it. Oh, it does work. It does work, so we're good to go on that. Working Zippo, I'd have to look at the comps, but I'd imagine probably like $10 to $15 on that one, maybe more. So now we're up to about 4 listing: the 2 knives, the tape measure, and the Zippo lighter. And even there, you know, at $10 a pop, that's probably $40 in listings. So we're in the profit margin should that all sell, but now we want to kind of look for a few more items that could increase our profit margin down the line. Obviously this stuff's not all going to sell overnight. It's going to take some time and kind of trickle in, but that's kind of the game you play with these junk drawers. Another item that caught my eye was this. It's this little car. I'm not really sure if this is vintage or not. It looks to be like a little tractor or something. It's kind of an interesting little find in here. I'll have to do maybe a Google image search, see what kind of value this has. In the last unit I did list a little die-cast car and that sold right away, and so we could have some good luck with some little toys like that. In addition to that was this little cannon. Look at this. This is not only just a little cannon, it's also a pencil sharpener. If you look there, you put your pencil right through there and sharpen it up. So this kind of goes on your desk and you have it ready when you need your pencil sharpened. So that was multi-purpose. Kind of looks like a little toy, but has a purpose as well. So we probably will list that one. I'm not sure exactly the value. Maybe $5 to $10 value on that. Maybe start it at $9.97 and take offers is what I'm thinking. So there was some currency in here. This is $1 from the Bank of Jamaica. $1 from the Bank of Jamaica. So I'm not sure what kind of value that would have, but it's in there. I'm thinking minimal value. Unless you go to Jamaica, then you can spend it. There were some foreign currency coins here. Let me give you guys a look at those. What I usually do is lot those up once I get enough of them. I don't bother with there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins here. I'm not going to list those up, but if we get like 20 or so, then we'll throw it into a lot and throw it online and ask a decent amount for it. But let's take a look at what we got here. So there it is. We'll have to get a scope out, see if there's anything important in there, but I'm doubting it. It's probably just basic foreign currency. Same thing with these stamps. All these loose stamps probably have minimal value. I don't know if I even bother with those. Maybe just throw them back into another junk drawer lot. I don't know much about them, and I'm not really about searching each and every stamp. I'm just looking for the choice items that I want to list quickly and get the money back out of this lot. So there is one item in here I can actually use as a freelance photographer. We got this little lens tissue. I could use that to clean up my lenses, get them looking fresh and ready for that next photo shoot. But other than that, there's not a lot in here that I want for myself. There's a couple wooden nickels here. This came from some sort of restaurant, some sort of little advertising from a restaurant, so probably not any value in those as well. The only other thing that I would think about listing are these military buttons here, and then the rest of this jewelry. We got a couple nice jewelry items that I'll have to take a look at and see if I think they're worth listing. Let me give you guys a look at those, the buttons and the jewelry. So here's a look at those buttons. We got 2 larger ones, and then it looks like 4 smaller ones. So maybe some sleeve buttons, and this is actually goes on a uniform or something. We'll have to look at those in a little more detail and see what they're for. We could list those up and find a buyer for them, but kind of got to know what they are before you do that. And the only other items we have here that we want to look into are these jewelry items. A couple little watch faces, a couple tie tacks, and let me show you. Here's all the jewelry that were included in the listing in this lot. We have these 2 watches here, these cufflinks, and then these tie tacks. This little vodka insignia there, a little something that came off a vodka bottle probably. This item here kind of interests me. It's a little bracelet, pretty decent looking item. We might be able to list that one and get a decent amount of money. This was also a little pen that was in it, and this looks to be some sort of little paperweight that has a little pipe, a little pipe on there. Couldn't think of the word. A little pipe on there and a little pen. So I think this bracelet is definitely worth listing, and then maybe those watch faces. The rest of it probably not. This was some sort of little pendant. I'll give you guys a look at that. I'm not sure, it kind of just looks like a basic little stone to me, nothing really of significant value, but it is pretty cool. And then over here were the other items, a bunch of pins and a keychain. These pins I usually just throw into a tote that I have. Keychain probably will go into another junk drawer lot, but these pins, these I Like Ike pins, we could put that into a lot. And some of those older pins, like this Hard Rock Cafe pin, is probably vintage at this point. Some collectors might want that one, but we'll put those in the little tote that I have and lot them up eventually. Yeah, a lot of these junk drawer lots, that's what you run into. You get a lot of pins in them, and I don't really deal with listing pins individually unless there's something really special. Maybe some Disney pins will go up individually when the demand is there, but the rest of it we just throw in that little tote and plan to list another day. Let me give you guys a look at that tote. Here's a look at that little Tupperware tote of pins I've just been adding. These are all pins all the way in here. I just throw them in there when I get them out of these lots. So we're almost full. A lot of these are Olympic pins I could list. Some of those sets are probably worth listing, but here's a little box knife that made its way in there. But this has pins all the way down to the bottom, so I'll lot those up eventually one of these days. So this is the point where I lay everything out here on the table and I ask you guys, what do you think is worth listing? What shouldn't I bother with? What's not worth my time? Probably a lot of this is not worth my time, but we're gonna deal with it anyways. There was only one other thing that I didn't show you, a little bag of golf tees, probably minor value. Could list those up. Golf season, people always need tees, but it would be a minimal sale. Not probably worth my time, but let's take a look at everything you have here and let me know what you think's worth listing and what is not worth listing. Let me know in the comments. Alright, there you see it all. Again, $23.78 paid for all of this. The total ship, $12.99 plus shipping. There's those golf tees I was telling you about. Just a little bag of golf tees. Probably not worth that much. Here are those pins. What do you think? Those pins worth listing, any of them? Or should I throw those in the tote and lot those up at a later date? Here's these military buttons. Those might be worth listing as a lot. I think those would probably do pretty well. Over here we have all the jewelry. These two little watch faces look to be women's watches, smaller. I'd have to get a scope on them to see if they're anything special. And then we have these tie tacks. I don't think I showed you the design on those. That's what they look like. Kind of black and gold design on those. We did have this little green pendant, and then this bracelet. I think definitely this bracelet is worth listing. It does have kind of a black stone design there, silver and black. Nice little bracelet. We had the car here, the vintage car. That one probably will be listed up. A little wagon car, I guess you would call it, right? I'm not sure of the make on that or if it's anything special, but maybe 10 bucks for that. This was that little pencil sharpener over here. This was kind of an interesting, fun little find. What I want you guys to think about is, what is your favorite item in this lot? Let me know with a comment at the end of this. But we had the two knives here, the Zippo lighter, and then the Stanley measuring tape. A little bit of a rough condition, but it is vintage, so you can kind of expect that. I'll have to pull this out to make sure it's working order, but appears to be working. So which of these items is worth listing? What do you think? So I don't know about this one, if it was a good deal or not. $23.78 seems like a little much for this stuff. I'm not really seeing significant value in any of it. There's no hidden gems that I see, but let me know in the comments. Do you see anything there that might be worth a little bit more money than I realize? I don't know much about vintage pens, but those I Like Ike pins seem pretty cool. Hard Rock Cafe pins. I might have to do some research in the pin category eventually and see if I have anything significant value in that little tote I showed you. That little Tupperware tote has all kinds of pins in it that I've collected throughout the years of storage unit buyouts and junk drawer lots and all that stuff. So we might have some gold in there that I didn't realize, but probably not. But what do you think about this slot? What is your favorite item? I'm going to give you guys one last look at it, and I'm going to show you my favorite item. So think about your favorite, put it in the comments, let me show you mine. So here's a look at everything we got for $23.78. Let's go show you my favorite item. Where is it? Where is it? Is it that keychain? Is it those pins? Is it that currency? Definitely not. The lens cleaner. Ooh, that's nice. I can use that. The Zippo lighter. I like Zippo lighters. That one had a spark to it. We got those two knives. I expect a little more out of those. Jewelry. This jewelry was nice. This bracelet was looking sharp. But my favorite item, this one right here. This little surprise. This little Canon sharpener, pencil sharpener. Look at that. That was my favorite item of the bunch. I thought it was just a little toy, but it turns out it has another purpose. It's a little pencil sharpener. Focus. There it is. See it? You put your little pencil in there, get it sharpened up nice and right. Put that on your desk. That's a perfect little thing. Not sure the value of that, but that's my favorite item for sure. The little Canon pencil sharpener. So there you have it, another segment of online arbitrage. Hopefully you guys liked the look at this one. A quick little unit. Like I said, I'm not sure how much of this stuff I'm going to bother listing, but I am going to get a few items up to make my money back, and hopefully we'll be in the profit on this one with just a few listings. That's kind of the goal with these, to make a fun little video for you guys to enjoy. Put a few listings up, get in that profit, and then relist the rest of it as a future junk drawer lot. That's what I plan to do. Once I get enough of this bonus items, I'm going to put it all together and create my own junk drawer lots. I've done some of those in the past, so that's probably how I'm going to recoup the initial investment, but I'm pulling the nicer stuff to get listed as inventory into my store. So which of these items do you think I should pull? Which ones do you think is worth listing? Which one do you think that there is demand for online? So if you like this sort of video, I'm going to do a couple more of these today. I'm going to keep these online arbitrage videos flowing out through my eBay store. Not my eBay store, my YouTube channel rather, and get this inventory listed into my eBay store. That's what I mean. I do a daily vlog that goes up on YouTube, where you can kind of keep track of what sells out of my stores. I have 2 stores, and I show everything that sells in the day, so you can see this stuff. Whatever I list and sell will be shown in that daily vlog. It's kind of a fun way for you guys to keep up and learn some of these new niches and get into what is in demand and what is not worth your time at all. So I hope that you will consider subscribing and ring that notification bell. That way you can become aware of the next videos when they drop. I usually drop those daily vlogs in the morning, and then the rest of the content continues throughout the day. So I also do a Brian Reads the News, a fun little segment where we get into some news stories. So if you like that sort of thing, that will also be up on my channel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video. I want to thank you all for watching to the very end. Like I said, I'm trying to monetize this channel, get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time so that I can monetize it. So if you could take a second, hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell, and then come back and watch some more videos. I have over 1,000 videos up on my channel right now, so you can go over there right now and watch a bunch of them. There's more storage unit cleanouts on there if you like that sort of thing. There's more of these online arbitrage videos. There's of course the daily vlogs. There's some live music on there. Old Noah Cyrus played a local gig, and I went out there and videotaped that. So if you like live music, Fremont Fridays, check that out. There's all kinds of upcoming artists from the Seattle area that performed there last summer. I was down there for I think 7 different weeks. Showed a lot of that content. So there's a lot to see up on the channel. I hope that you guys will check it out. Go browse through the videos and watch a few, and that you will come back in the future for some more. Thanks again for watching this one. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. Don't mess with that 8-ball, kids. Don't mess with it.